What's cracking? It's your homeboy, Mr. Criminal, and I want to present our sponsors of the week. That's right. The Bonnie and Clyde Show and Mr. Criminal on Air Live are sponsored by Illegal Image Clothing. That's right. You can check them out at www.illegalimagebclothing.com. And then we got my homeboy that's getting everybody ready for the summertime, getting yoked up, getting all proper and stuff. JB underscore fitness. That's right. JB underscore FTNS on Instagram. You can check him out, follow him, get your regimens right. And then we got my brother punching back in LA County. His name is Attorney Rosenberg. That's right. Follow him at Attorney Rosenberg on Instagram. And you guys can follow him. He's punching back, defending Southern California. Then we got my people at LA Kush, Los Angeles Kush, with some of that good. They came through with some of that Bloodwalker, some of that OG. Julio G came through with it. I want to give you guys the props and shout outs. Matty Ice Fitness, my personal trainer, His Babygirl, Mr. Criminal. We are trained by Matty Ice Fitness. Give him a follow. We're getting our regimens right. We're getting our nutrition in. We're getting our workouts crazier than ever, all because of Matty Ice. So I want to give a salute up to Rap Kings. That's right, Rap Kings underscore LV. If you guys want to get your walls, businesses wrapped, vehicles, they do it all. So make sure you guys let them know that Mr. Criminal sent you. And last but not least, we got Tradecraft Farms. That's right, the homie Daniel Rodriguez of the UFC pulled up this week and tapped in with a bag of that Tradecraft, and we've been in touch. So I want to give a shout out to all our sponsors. Make sure you guys give them a follow. Make sure you guys show some love and support.
Mr. Criminal, it's your homeboy Steven Lujan.
It's your homeboy Ricardo giving a shout
Yo,
out.
what's cracking? It's me, Alvino.
This is Veronica. It's Monica from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Calling in from the San Fernando Valley.
Calling from Montebello.
Already on Wicked Boulevard every weekend.
Out from Denver,
And we
Colorado.
back, baby.
South Central Los Angeles.
Supporting the Crime Family Entertainment.
Crime Family Network podcast.
The Crime Family Network podcast.
Support the new Crime Family Network.
And we are back, baby.
I support Crime Family Entertainment.
And I'm supporting the Crime Family Network podcast.
And we appreciate everybody that does that. Crime Family Entertainment 2023, Mr. Criminal and His Babygirl. The Bonnie and Clyde Show. Episode number 3. Or is it 4, baby girl? Where are we at now?
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3 too. What you think, Critical? Which one is it?
I lost count, man.
Shit, we lost count. We've been in here running up these podcasts. Shout out to everybody all over the world. Shout out to everybody showing support all over the globe. The support is real. And we've been going up like crazy. We just had our Chito Rana's interview. We just announced our tour, the Mr. Criminal World Tour, about to go down.
So exciting.
Shout out to everybody all over the world getting ready for that. We're going to have the crowds going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that for real, though. Hey, I want to sample one of our crowds and put it here so we have a real crowd.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, this is how we do it. 2023 Crime Family Entertainment, Mr. Criminal, His Babygirl. Shout out to everybody supporting. My baby girl about to hit 5,000 followers on Instagram.
Thanks, you
And
guys.
she barely even came off being private. And yeah, it's been a fun journey. Shout out to everybody out there supporting. And how does it feel, baby, to be acknowledged by all the fans and all the love that they've been giving you? It's been crazy.
It's exciting. I'm so humbled. I'm so thankful. I mean, just to be able to see everybody's interaction and, I don't know, all the support and all the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much.
And you can see the genuine happiness on your face. And the happiness of the people, because I get DMs and messages all the time, and people say, we appreciate that genuineness. And we had a big, huge company reach out.
Yes.
You heard the conversation. We won't talk about the names or nothing, but they said, I love that you brought your baby girl into the mix.
Yay.
And that was dope.
That
So
made me so happy.
we got a lot of people watching, a lot of big companies, a lot of big movers and shakers in the industry. And they're taking notice.
Yeah.
And we're doing something positive. Shout out to everybody all over the world supporting this real movement. And shout out to everybody that will be on the Mr. Criminal Tour 2023. Where is everybody at? You know how we do it. Hey, Critical,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to call it out again. The Hood TMZ, baby. Tell me what we got this week on the news.
Man, I don't want to bring down the mood, man, but I gotta pay my respects and give her the flowers, man. Rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Oh.
Moment of silence for
Moment
Tina
of
Turner.
silence.
Man, that's fucked up, homie. When did that news come out?
May 24th, man. She passed away. She was actually in Switzerland. She was 83.
83 years old, Switzerland. Wow, Tina Turner, a legend. So many people follow her footsteps in entertainment.
Yeah.
And We got Beyonce's. We got who else? Let's name some big performers from that side. We got Beyonce's. We got J Lo's. We got the Gloria Estefans. We got all the women that took it and empowered the movement and took performing to a different level.
Yeah.
I think it started with women like Tina Turner.
Absolutely.
Straight up, she's
She
been
was a
in the game
powerhouse.
for years. We're seeing clips from black and white days.
Yeah.
What are your earliest memories of Tina Turner?
I mean, she was just so energetic, such a performer. I mean, so much passion, so much love into every performance that she did. It was amazing to see, and just to empower women, it's powerful.
Very powerful, very powerful. I remember being in the back of my mom's whip in La Puente in the late 80s and her saying, rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't you? Yeah, I remember that with her,
That's
her
adorable.
Spanish accent. I remember just thinking like, damn, my mom knows this song good. And it's just dope to see. And my mom was a very powerful woman, as you know, very is.
Absolutely.
And I think that, people get their drive from that. Like, the music helps fuel people, you know? Like, mom was out there trying to get it, and maybe a Tina Turner on TV striking hard and mobbing for the women helped empower women, you know what I'm saying? And I think that she opened up doors for people like Beyonce, real talk, because when you see Beyonce perform, you see a flashback or like a reflection of that original. And I would say Tina Turner is one of the originals. And she helped highlight spousal abuse. Unfortunately, she went through a lot of that. Too many people are going through domestic violence, and she stood up for hers, and she stood tall. And then she made a song. One of her biggest songs of her career was What's Love Got to Do With It? And that's right after she broke off with Ike Turner, which was very, very powerful in her life of helping her come up, but also very crucial in her downfall as far as trying to hold her back as a human being. So she stood forward, and I'm pretty sure in her mind, I can't speak for her, but my guess is that people probably told her that without Ike, she couldn't do it. Especially being a woman. Ike was in charge of all the music. He was playing the music. He was writing a lot of the lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact she was able to break away as a strong woman, believe in herself, break the bondage as far as breaking the abuse, and then standing up and becoming the biggest star of her time, and bigger than she ever was with the dude that was abusing her. Man, cheers to Tina Turner, and rest in peace to a queen and a legend, and one of the first ones that we could call a diva out here, really doing it in a positive way.
The original.
The original, man. Shout out to her and her whole legacy and what she left behind. Music is a powerful thing, Critical. Her music will be around here for years and years to come.
Yes, it will.
It will be, man.
And enjoyed.
And enjoyed. And we're going to play some of that this weekend for sure, man. I'm going to bang some Tina Turner. But what else we got on there?
We got Memorial Day weekend, man.
Shout out to Memorial Day. It's gonna be. It's the first week of summertime, they say, right?
Yes.
That's when is that? Monday, Tuesday?
Monday, I think.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna say some news, and I'm gonna give a big shout out and a big nonstop shout out to my son Fabian Garcia.
Hey, let's go.
This next week, he is graduating high school.
Let's go.
And it's been a dope thing to see the next generation come up. My wife's been pushing them with his academics and keeping all of our kids in line, and that's our third one graduating. And I'm very proud to say that we've been doing our thing, and throughout all my years of performing and traveling and providing for the family and going out there and hunting, my wife's right there protecting the cubs, taking care of the family.
That's right.
Taking care of everything, holding me down, chasing my dreams. So I want to give a shout out to you as well.
Let's go.
For making that happen.
Thank you.
Because that came from you. And you graduated when people didn't believe in you.
No one believed in me.
And you graduated yourself.
I did. I graduated with our baby in my arms.
Yes, you did.
And they told me I wouldn't do it. They told me I was just going to be another teen mom, struggling and surviving, finding a way. But you know what? I said, I'm going to prove every one of you wrong.
Yes, you did.
I'm going to graduate. I'm going to get my education. I don't care how I have to do it. And I did it.
And she applied that tough love.
With our baby in my arms. And I'm so proud.
And you know what? For Critical, she was so damn focused that I thought I had it like that. Like, yeah, I go in and out of juvenile hall. I'll be in the streets. I come back around. She'll hold me down because she always had my back.
That's right.
But hell no, when she was focused, she's like, get your shit together. I'm focused on getting my graduation right now. And when I'm done graduating, I'm going to focus on doing my next shit. So get up out of them streets or I'm going to be up out of here. So she had that tough love young on me because she knew what, she knew the value. And I think that she was trying to tell me, like, you go to prison, you can't help raise this family. What am I supposed to do? So thank you for that as well.
Thank you for sharing that, because I think a lot of young women, a lot of young girls out there that are, going through the similar situation, they need to know that they need to take control of the decisions. They have a choice. They have decisions to make. They don't have to be, just what society pictures them to be. You have your own mind, you have your own heart, you have your own destiny, you make your own decisions, you have choices. Choose what's best for you and your family.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And not only that, but we also have tonight, well, you guys don't have to depend on men. I mean, at the end of the day, you didn't need me to graduate. You didn't need me to stand right there. And you didn't need me for your future either.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, God made that happen, and I'm thankful. But truly, you're a very powerful woman and a very powerful mind. And I know you would have been successful regardless. And I thank you for helping me attain my success and chase my dreams and make this empire go where it's supposed to go. Because without a strong woman like you, that's what it is. And I feel like more kids need moms and dads in the corner, obviously, to help push them to a good place. But people that care and that are present, because you're definitely present, So I thank you for that.
Thank you. Shout outs back to Fabian.
Man, shout out to Fabian, man.
I'm so
we're gonna turn up
excited.
for my little homie Fabian,
Yes.
our little chulo, as you call him. My wife likes to call him chulo, and we're gonna turn up. We're gonna have a private graduation party.
Yes.
And we're gonna dance. We're gonna eat good. We're gonna have some good celebration, good pictures, good memories, and really turn up because these type of moments are to be celebrated. When they doubt our community, they doubt our culture.
Yep.
They think we can't do it. I know for sure from the flip side of that, they told me, I was in and out of jail. You know the story. And they told me that I couldn't even make it, let alone my kids. So I'm glad that with hard work, we proved them all wrong.
We really did.
We really did.
I'm so proud of all of us. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of Fabian. Our other kids, I mean, we got them all to graduate. And we were teen parents. It wasn't easy, but we did it. And he's our baby cub. He's the last one to do it. And I'm like, I'm going to be so emotional that day. I'm going to be happy and sad because he's our baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
This is it.
And I remember very clearly the day he was born.
I know.
I remember so many moments, man. It's just a beautiful thing.
Time goes by so
God
fast.
is good. I remember cutting your little umbilical cord, fool. So act right, homie. Act right before I put that picture out to the world on my Instagram. That's how we do it. God bless my little boys, man, and my whole family. And man, what else is cracking? Critical. I know they said some shit was in the sky again.
UFOs, man.
What are they talking about?
Every day, bro.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
There's
man.
something big happening with my homie Jimmy Corbell. Shout out to Jimmy Corbell. You hear about that?
No, what are you talking about?
They got UFOs were seen yesterday over an army base in 29 Palms.
Oh,
And it was a
another
Yeah.
one?
big, huge deal, right? And it's like a series of 5 of them. And and military people that were on the base. It was over an active military base just yesterday in California. And all the military people, all the cats that were watching it, said that they saw it. They attested they saw it. And they saw a craft. On the video, all you could see is the lights, but they said that there was a triangle craft. And I'm going to say, leaving Mother's Day from my mother-in-law's house, me and my family were in my truck, and it was 5 of us in the truck, me, my wife, my 3 kids.
Yeah.
And we all saw it. Baby girl, what did we see?
It was crazy. It was a series of like 6, 7, maybe 8 lights.
It was a lot of
But they were all lined up like in a straight line, but like with the perfect amount of space in between each light. So it had to be one aircraft with all these different lights, and it was moving so fast, like steadily, but fast at the same time. Because if you took your eyes off of it, but I mean, it was huge. You couldn't miss it. But just how fast it was making like progress in the sky, like it was just moving so fast. I was
It
like,
was going
what
fast.
is that?
I was the first one to see it.
Yeah.
I screamed at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I said, there's a chemtrail in the sky. And I thought to myself, because it looked like a perfect line. and it was so clean and bright. And I was like, wait a second, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
There ain't no way there's a bright ass fucking chemtrail in the sky. So I thought, that looks like lights.
Yeah.
And as cause my windshield, to be real with you, was a little bit dirty. So it wasn't so clear, and it was night. It was like we were driving through a canyon. There was so many things going against it.
Yeah.
But I tried to adjust my eyes to it, and I really like focused, and that's when I saw that it was like flickering lights on it too.
Yeah.
And on this thing that we saw that they released yesterday, it looked just like it, dog.
Just
crazy.
like
Identical.
it.
So I
Yeah.
think we saw the same thing.
For sure.
For sure,
It
right?
had to be.
And it was blinking. And the thing that happened was we started trying to see it. I tried to pull out my phone. I couldn't get my phone to work. My son couldn't get his phone to work. My wife couldn't get her phone to work.
No.
None, none of us could get our pictures, our camera to work. It was like stalling out, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now trip out. By the time one of us finally got, because I was like, I'm going to pull over. It started blinking out. It was like fading out.
Yeah.
Out of all the UFO sightings I've ever seen in my life, what did they say the one yesterday did?
It started fading out.
They said it blinked out. It blinked out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's one thing to disappear, but for lights to just like blink, 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 and then disappear.
Yeah.
We saw the same thing.
It was just crazy because we were all trying to look at it and really get a good look at it. But we were, like he said, in a canyon. It was nighttime. And he's like so pumped up looking at it like, do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? And I'm like, watching the road, trying to like pay attention that we're not going to hit anything or miss a turn or something. It was so crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That was Silent calling me right now. This was tripping. Let me call him real quick.
Mr. Silent?
Mr.
Silent. I'm
You're
gonna
interrupting my
Silent.
podcast, mister.
Yeah, here we go.
That's such a cool guy, man.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Mr. Silent, when you see this, you're such a cool guy.
Watch this.
Mr. Silent.
What
you're
up?
back.
They ain't ready. What's up, huh? I got you live on the podcast right now, my boy. How you doing?
Let's get it. Let's get it. What's cracking?
That's Mr. Silent on the phone. I hope you guys are ready for his new album.
Let's go.
On the Bonnie and Clyde show right now, live on the phone. We got
That's
Mr.
right.
Silent, the Night
That's
Stalker,
right.
turned to
Bonnie
the
and
light,
Clyde.
baby. What's cracking? How you doing, my boy?
No, I'm doing good, G. I'm doing good. No, I just wanted to chop it up with you, bro. I'm fucking excited, bro. I said, I sent you the text. I just wrote this fucking track. It's the fucking introduction to 213 Soldiers on the Silent album.
Ooh.
I got the concept. I'm about to go old school with it, with a little bit of new school. I know Critical can fuck with it.
Yeah.
I sent him what I want.
Yes,
I
sir.
want him to flip it. I got the hook. I want you to do some talk box on it.
Done.
This is the fucking 2023, homie, introduction to 213 Soldiers.
Let's go,
homie.
baby. It's on.
I'm telling you, I know you're gonna feel it. This shit's gonna come out sick. I'm just so excited, bro. I sent you the text, but I said, fuck it, I can't wait for the text. I need to call this.
Yeah, we've been in here working, my boy. My bad, my brother, but
I
you already
get
know.
you.
You already know, dog. I hardly even get a chance to look at these messages anymore, but I'm definitely tapped
I
in.
get you.
And when you pull up, you already know I got you.
I just listened to that. Like I said, I'm fucking late on the podcast, but I just listened to the Shadow podcast today. I had that shit on and fucking that shit was dope, bro. That shit was fucking dope as fuck, bro. Like I like Shadow's mentality. I like, that shit was just sick, homie. Like how I said, like we've known each other fucking decades, homie. Like, big shout out to Rob and everything, but like how like Shadow, the same shit, bro. That was one of the fucking. He was rapping different. It wasn't that. That old school rapping behind oldie beats. Like he was coming with and now you see his whole story about it. That shit was hard, homie. That shit was fucking sick, dog.
That's what we're here to do, my boy. Highlight the people that don't have the voice to tell their story, because we need to give flowers to our community and show love to the real legends that open the doors for people like us to be able to feed our families and take it to the next level. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and then you see his mentality on that whole script. Like he's humble as fuck, homie. Like humble as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like all about him. All about that between the camaraderie between you two. That shit was hard as fuck, bro. And I just love, because like I said, he was one of my, like, that in Chicano rap. That was the top one for me too.
Hell yeah.
Like everybody, had the Rob and all that shit, but no, Shadow, because he came with something that we wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like that we wanted to hear and shit, and that shit was hard as fuck.
You know what I'm gonna tell you?
To see it, and What's up?
They ain't ready for our camaraderie, fool.
Oh no! I'm telling you, I'm so
About to tear the game up, homie.
I'm so excited.
That's like an
about this
earthquake,
intro
and
track.
that's like an earthquake and a hurricane hitting at the same time. And then when they try to run away from it, the tornado hits them. Hello.
Exactly.
No, it's
Hello.
They ain't ready.
Nah, but I just want to kid it with you real quick. I'll let you get back to the Bonnie and Clyde. Shout out to Bonnie out there. Much respect. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank
Happy
you.
late Mother's Day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Love both of you. Love Critical. So
All love, Pedro.
We love you too.
Always.
get back to your shit and let's keep this shit moving. Can't wait to get back in the lab. Like I said, I'm itching on me. Like this fucking fire came back. Like I'm itching every week to get back in that fucking studio.
That's what I like to
So let's get it. Get back to the business. Have a blessed evening. Make this podcast dope. I'm gonna tap into that shit whenever it airs again. I'll catch it up. So let's get it. Crime Family Entertainment all day long.
Let's go. Much love, my boy. You have a blessed rest of your day, and we'll be in touch.
All right, big dog.
All right, big dog. And that was Mr. Silent, man. Hey, people been going crazy for his new shit.
Yeah.
His song got a star on the motherfucking iTunes in 24 hours.
Already?
Wow. People were going crazy. Already. And people were going crazy for his shit.
Proud.
Yeah, man.
Good for him.
From a female's point of view, what do you think as far as seeing these things in the sky? When you see guys go crazy, because I know you see us going crazy, and I'm like, oh, UFOs. Now I see you just in the corner looking like, I'm like, probably thinking she thinks I'm crazy as fuck. But now you finally saw some shit with your own eyes.
I mean, it's real. Like, there's no way that it's just us here. Like, it's just surprising to me that it's finally being exposed, you know? Like, it's finally being talked about.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are feeling more comfortable coming out and, you know, sharing their videos and their experiences and all that kind of crazy stuff. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, man, it is what it is.
It's scary, but it's kind of like, you know, it's trippy. And we just got to accept it for what it is and see what happens.
The craziest part is we don't know what it is.
Exactly.
It's most likely the government, but if it isn't the government, then it's some scary shit regardless.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's happening. Regardless, it's happening nonstop. Mm-hmm. And regardless, it is a situation where I think that it's becoming more and more common.
Yeah.
And it's getting to the point where I think they're gonna reveal something soon. That's what I feel about. Like, I really do feel something like that's happening. Thank you, Critical, because
Got you.
my yeah. I didn't want to sound inappropriate. Things that I say offline sometimes shouldn't be said online. Okay. Yes, this is true. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. They've been seeing that nonstop. Shout out to Jimmy Corbell. A lot of people don't know I'm tapped in with Jimmy Corbell. You guys could go check him out. He's the one that's been releasing a lot of the footage from the military and people and stuff. And that's the homie, man. He follows me. I follow him. We tap in behind the scenes. You know, I might just have him on the podcast soon. I'm going to call him out again. He told me when he gets done with his last media run on CNN and Fox News and all the crazy places he goes, he's going to come to Mr. Criminal on their live. So that's going to be a big thing. We just saw him on like 5 news networks just last night.
I was going to say that it might be a while because he seems like he's really busy right now.
Yeah, but that's the homie, and he already said that he would pull up. So, and then I tapped in with George Knapp. He's like a real big dude in the UFO community. He said, hey, criminal, when was the last time you committed a crime? I said, probably when I DM'd your ass, you crazy ass dude. Yeah, nah, but shout out to all them. They're the ones that keep pushing forward in this community. And I've always been interested and amazed because people know my story.
Yeah.
I seen one when I was 15 years old when my homie Nathan Charlton. Charlton's doing life, I believe, in the penitentiary. But yeah, man, we were 15 years old and we saw a big ass craft. And what we saw weren't lights. We saw a true silver or like a dull gray, silverish disc in the sky.
You seen it in the daylight.
In the daytime, and we saw
that's
it.
That's undeniable.
A lot of people saw it with us. And my homie Louie and Yahaira's mom saw it with their kids. And so many other people, our neighbors. I mean, it was like something from out of a movie. I remember like one of my neighbors were coming out of their car. And I remember it was like dramatic. He literally dropped
the whole
like
neighborhood.
Yeah, like someone dropped some shit out of their hands, just like the movie. Like, it wasn't like all dramatic
Yeah.
where they let go all slow, but I just remember like the person, like maybe they were gonna go run to grab some shit, but I just remember just dropped their shit, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. So
And you ran to grab the camcorder.
I ran to grab my camcorder. My brother, my mom, everybody seen the tape. My homie Silent from Westside had that tape for years. I don't know what happened to him. Hey, Frank Niera, if you see this message, you got my original UFO footage, homie. Remember that? You had to take my tapes because the probation officers hit my house when I was like 16, and we had some gang-related footage on one of them tapes. So we left it at the homie's crib, and this fool got my damn UFO tape out of these years later. Probably sold that shit, probably gave that shit away. It's probably in some damn garage sale and something, you know. But yeah, either way, we saw it. I captured that tape on footage, I should say, taped it, for maybe 20, 30 seconds max, and that shit shut off.
Wow.
Yeah, but my whole family seen it. It was a big ass disc. Huge. Like the size of a damn football field or some shit.
Wow. That's
It
scary.
was crazy.
No,
And
that is scary.
And my homie Bobby, the homie Bobby that shot my first album cover, Criminal Mentality, his cousin seen the same one that day.
Oh, yeah.
And where we saw it was facing downtown. And downtown, where I was living was facing downtown. And where it was at in downtown, well, speaking of downtown Riverside, I was living in Indian Hills in that time. I had just moved from Mariloma to almost to the west side. And we were right there, and you could oversee before they built what they built at the end of there. It was like a field, and you could see all into downtown Riverside. And my homie Bobby, when I told him the story years later, he's like, wait a second, did it happen summer of this year? And I was like, yeah, dog. He goes, my cousin always brought that up. And he said, boom, boom, boom. And I knew he wasn't lying because I go, where did your cousin live? In Riverside. He said, downtown, dog. I said, what the fuck? And his story was that his house was shaking and that he looked up, they went outside, looked up, and the shit was right over their house.
No way.
Yeah, so my view was from seeing it from like maybe 5 miles away, so I saw it over the city, and it looked like it was like over the city, like some Independence Day shit.
Imagine the way he's seen it. If it was right on top of his house.
He said that shit shook his windows.
Oh my
I wish I could call the
gosh.
homie Bobby right now, but he'll be here next week for a photo shoot with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
My homie Bobby got a hard ass Harley Davidson. And he's gonna pull up and let me crash it for him real quick.
Don't say that.
Hey, the homie Fingers, I'll never forget Fingers. We're at Fingers Studio one time, and he was all wrapped up. He had this guy on a motorcycle accident, and I asked that fool, hey dog, what happened? He goes, yeah, the homie pulled up in a Harley and said, let me jump on that motherfucker and try it. And Fingers took off down the street and wrecked that shit.
What?
And almost broke his arm, his shoulder. You remember that, Critical?
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Fingers for being the first person I ever seen crash a motorcycle that taught me what spilling meant. Cause like, yeah, I spilled it. I said, what you mean? You spilled your guts and blood?
Oh, wow.
He said, nah, fool, I spilled the homie's motorcycle, and that's what they call it when you crash a motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy, man.
Those scare me.
Would you ever jump on a motorcycle with me?
I don't know.
Do you remember the time I dropped you that I thought was a romantic?
Do we really have to talk about that?
We first got married. That's some funny shit. We first got married.
To you?
And I was 18, and we went to go get the mail. It was like one of those houses where the mail's like all grouped up in one thing. And it was like the sunset going and everything. I picked her up, and I thought I was all slick, and I was trying to carry her back to the crib, and it was like a little hill. And back in the days, I used to wear big ass pants, and my case was with like 3 fucking loops barely, because I thought like tying them up wasn't as cool. And yeah, my shit, I did the spill. That's what made me forget about it. I spilled my wife. Damn.
You fell.
Damn,
We
damn.
fell.
I fell and I tumbled and I rolled with her ass, and I just thought, damn, the divorce papers should be served within 24 hours.
No, we fell. You fell. You dropped me. Whatever.
Fuck.
because you were running down the hill.
Yeah, I was trying to run with you.
Like, who does that?
A fucking Incan, Mayan, Aztec warrior.
And you had your big old like.
Amor eterno. That's what I was thinking in my head, fool. You know the famous Aztec fucking thing where the Aztec has the fucking handle? I was like that, and I was like, hell yeah, amor eterno. I'm running with my girl in the battlefield, and that straight spilled her, homie. It was gacho. The other tribes saw, and they were laughing at us and everything. I was fucked up. I lost my name that day from Jaguar Paw, so I don't know what I got in my tribe.
Oh my.
I was like the dude in Apocalypto where they're laughing at him, the whole village, because he put some shit on his balls. That was me. The whole village was clowning my ass.
You You've seen that movie,
Yeah,
right,
I
Kurt?
have,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
The itchy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, babe, you're too much.
Man, life is beautiful.
But that's just one of many stories.
that I dropped you?
No.
I was gonna say, damn, don't let me not just open up the can of worms. I never remember dropping you other than that.
That was the only time.
I would never drop you now, baby girl. I'm strong.
Amorita, no, for reals, yeah.
Right? Hey, we were at the gym
my
today and I was
God.
doing some shit and I told my wife, yeah, I can't do this no more. And she's just like, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, fuck, this shit's crazy.
It's okay, baby. You made it.
Yeah, I tried.
You tried.
Sometimes I don't sleep. That's my problem. So she'll get a good night rest and then hit the gym and I'm on no sleep on like 1 hour of editing. I try to go hit it and I'm just like dying in that motherfucker. But I still push myself right around.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
You do your best.
And I'm up all night like Brother Lynch with an AK and the 47 in the window. With an AK in the window till come day. Anyway, hey.
Hey.
That's how we do it. I got problems. I'm paranoia.
Oh,
But
my
nah,
goodness.
hey, that's how we do it. What else is cracking though? What else we got on the news? What else is cracking with you?
Just staying busy, trying to stay, on top of everything. Wow.
How many orders?
How did you know?
Because we're the same person. You're closer to the mic.
We just got so many orders filled and ready to be shipped out, guys. I mean, it's been crazy. We love all your love and support. It's been crazy. Thank you for bearing with us. But yes, I'm so proud.
Hell yeah, and that's a lot of hard work.
How many do you think we did? I don't even
You
know.
did over 100 orders that day alone.
Yeah, that was a lot.
We
And
got
I
a
still
lot of
have
them.
more coming your way, guys.
Wow.
So, I know.
It's been nonstop, and shout out to everybody all over the world on this world tour.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a special merchandise for you guys,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna reveal much more than that, but it's gonna be
Okay.
dope.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a lot of fun serving it to you guys and coming out and rocking your cities and pulling up and making it a party. That's what we do.
Yeah, guys, let us know which city you guys want to come, have us. And I mean, I'm excited. It's going to be my first time being on the road with you.
It's my wife's first time on tour.
Yes.
Like I said, little Fabian's graduating.
Yeah.
All of the jobs done at the
My
crib.
job is done, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now she's coming out with me. We partying. She's coming on the road. We turning up. His baby girl gonna be right there with me, and I'm proud, man. I'm proud to be able to still have a strong, solid fan base that wants to demand and
Such
see
a
me all over the
blessing.
world, man. We opened up this tour and we've already booked almost like 15 dates, and I ain't even really been on it that strong and heavy like that. I've just been moving so hard and trying to make sure that these podcasts come through. So I appreciate you guys, man. It humbles me to know that the support is still there, man. The love is amazing.
Amen.
The love is amazing. And I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Tradecraft Farms, because me and Critical have discovered that when I hit sticky, I make better music. I dropped it. This episode is sponsored by Tradecraft Farms. I would like to guide you guys to Port Wainini, Vista, and El Monte, California. This is a new product endorsed by Mr. Criminal, and give me a minute. I'm going to hit it.
No, that was like perfect.
It was.
That's some heavy shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. And you know what? I try to be mindful of what I put in my body, and I'm just being real. I don't really smoke no fugazi shit, and I gotta be real. This shit right here is fire.
Yeah,
But
you've been saying that.
I've been
Yeah.
saying that nonstop. I'm telling you, Critical's like, hey, fool, hit your sticky, dog, because you work a little faster when you hit that. I'm trying to get home, dog. Come on, Holmes. Come on. Hit your shit. Hit your funny stick. Hit your funny stick.
Oh, wow.
That's what he calls it. Like, hit your funny stick, dog. Where's your funny stick? I'm capping. He don't call it that. But. Hey, what else is cracking, though? The LAFC is back in play. I've been seeing Be Real and all the homies back at the football games. We got to get to a soccer game, baby.
Soccer
We got to go.
games.
We got to go get to the
Yes.
soccer. Well,
if
in
you guys
Europe,
have
they call it football.
If you guys have not been to a soccer game, you guys have to
Damn.
go.
UFC.
They are so
LAFC,
much fun.
my bad.
They're so much fun.
Hey, you ever been to a soccer game, my boy?
No, not a soccer
Oh
game,
my
bro.
gosh,
All right,
you
shout
guys
out
have
to the homie. I'm gonna hit the homie. We're gonna get a celebrity box suite like they did us last time, and we're gonna pull up full, and we're gonna get all kinds of love. We're gonna be right there on the field with the soccer players. When the
Yes.
rival team rolls by, you could give them a little trip, all that shit. Man. They encourage that shit.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, they encourage it. We're gonna, the scene on Ace Ventura. You ever see Ace Ventura at the end when he's scrapping with the mascot? I'm
down.
gonna kick that
I'm
shit
down.
on. I'm kicking that shit off. And shout out to the LA Galaxy too. We had one of the players about to come and he got injured recently.
Oh, did he
And now,
really?
yeah, he's on bed rest doing what do you call it, like
no.
physical therapy?
Yeah, rehab.
Oh,
So he can't come. He offered us to pull up on him. But yeah, his name's Mark Delgado, and shout out to him, man. I hope you get a
sick.
speedy recovery.
Yeah,
You heard of the homie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the homie that was gonna pull up right here.
That's hard, man.
But yeah, now he's injured or whatever he's dealing with. So soon he'll be able to travel again and get back on it. But yeah, that's usually I would say those are the enemigos. But we gotta represent for both sides of LA, you know. This is LAFC on mine though, baby, you know. They brought me in. Plus they're owned by the Will Ferrell.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they're owned by Will Ferrell's crazy ass.
wow.
Step Brothers is some of my favorite movies in my life. Is crazy ass.
I can't wait. I seriously cannot wait to go to another game because that one we went to, and then you went again with the kids.
Yeah, we went a couple times.
Yeah,
It's
so
dope.
I can't wait.
We'll be out there
that's
very soon.
exciting.
Shout out to LAFC. Bring the city another championship. We need it.
Heck yeah.
This is a championship city. Kings, Dodgers,
That's
Lakers.
right.
I mean, shit. Sorry, Warriors. I was telling my mom, huh?
Yeah, you.
My
were.
mom was on the phone with me talking about who you going for tonight. I was like, oh, Mom, are you crazy? Look at my kindergarten picture. That's who I'm going for tonight. My kindergarten picture. I used to live in La Puente, and my mom worked in. I don't remember where she worked, but I went to Rolling Heights Elementary School at one point. Mm-hmm. And up there's a very heavy Asian influence. my kindergarten picture. I'm gonna pull it out, Mama. I need that picture. I'm probably gonna insert it right here. If
I
I
might
can find
have it. I might
You
have
might have
it.
it.
Scrapbook. Mhm.
But it's a whole rows of white kids and Asians. I'm the only Hispanic in the picture, and they're all dressed nice. Everything. My hair looks all crazy. I'm rocking a Laker shirt. Yeah, everybody's all buttoned up, nice. I
Gangster.
look like I just rolled out of bed. Like, what's up, homie? Lakers.
You were there to represent.
Yeah, West Side crack babies. You know how we do it. That's how we do it, baby. But yeah, that's just beautiful. What else is cracking, baby? What's news in the feminine world? What's new on your side? What have you seen? Anything cracking out there?
Honestly, I'm just so busy focused on us and what we have going on. There's not enough time in the day to like really even pay attention to what's going on out there in the world. Like we barely even watch the news. Like it's crazy. We
You know
barely
why?
even have time to eat sometimes, and it's
You know why though, right?
What?
Because we're making our own news.
yes.
We're becoming our own media platform.
We are. That's so true.
We got so many people supporting. It's beautiful. We just hit
It is.
331,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
You're about to hit 5,000 followers on Instagram.
Yay.
And it's all organic, man. We appreciate everybody that shows us love. We appreciate everybody that shows support. And that's how we do it, man. I was on the phone today with different companies, different entities, all the way to up-and-coming artists to, just different people, man. I'm tapped in all over the map. And it's crazy to be able to, and even received a phone call from prison today. So it's crazy that I could interact from business sides to being a father, to coming here and being, and still motivate throughout it all and not lose focus, because my message from the first person I spoke to today on business reflected God. My phone call with my homies on the streets reflected God.
Amen.
When the homie called from prison, I told him God got a plan for you in there. Keep your head high. And I just really feel God's opening a lot of doors. So I just keep on remaining humble for the fact that he keeps showing me himself in our lives and showing me that these positive things and movements that we're pushing is real.
You gotta keep God first.
God first, and the love that,
Yeah.
that comes from that he shares and shows is amazing.
Yeah.
And we just had Chito Rana on here. Shout out to everybody that supported, man. A lot of people had a lot of opinions on that. And the homie's going through a lot. I don't know him on a personal level, and I call everybody with brown skin a homie. Mm-hmm. And that's how I truly feel, because we got to push for our community and our people, and we got to look out for our brothers in good times and bad times. And I feel that the homie's in need of some guidance.
Absolutely.
And he was looking at me as a big brother and inventing. And people had some opinions. The shit went viral. And it's like 15 reaction videos I seen. And people have so much to say about it. And everybody has opinions. And people are like, criminals should have known not to put that out there. And criminals should have cut that off. And criminals should have this, criminals should have that. How about this? How about we all grown-ass men? How about I invited the homie on my podcast? And he knows the caliber of the people watching. He gave me props that says so many people were tapping in all this, right? He knew as a human being what he was putting out to the world. I didn't choose for another man to speak on what they spoke on. He decided to be on the podcast. And I can't change people's feelings of what they put out there. Now, I'm also going to highlight that certain things were addressed. Before I decided to put this out, I did my homework. What was addressed is on multiple media sites. And it was posted by him and his people. So ain't no responsibility on me for that, to put that in the world. That was a decision another grown man made. And came to me to confide in me publicly on my platform, knowing we're live. The name of my show, what's the name of my show, Critical?
Mr. Criminal Live.
Okay, so he got on there. So with all these people having their opinions, I would respect it if it was a different situation. If my media outlet was the only place that this was being said. But that's not the case. And I'm just here to give people opportunity to speak their mind. And that day, the homie felt he had to vent. And I hope that he feels better from it. He put something in the energy in the world that he felt. And right or wrong, no matter whose opinions, how you feel about it, that's what the homie was going through. And it's not my place in the world to change another man. I could try to guide him. I told the homie, God got a plan for you. I told him we're going to pray for you. I'm a real dude. So all these opinions and people acting like I don't know what I'm doing or I should know better, nah. I know very well what the fuck I'm doing. With all due respect, please don't speak on my shit. I know exactly what the fuck I've been doing. I've been doing this for 23 years with a lot of respect. All across the board. From brown, blacks, Asians, whites, people in high level places all the way to common folk. So let me address to you guys that I'm not an idiot. I'm not a crash dummy. I'm not somebody that's barely new to the block. As a matter of fact, I've been on these motherfucking streets since I was 11, 12 years old. So I know. My first calentada I ever seen someone could receive when I was 11, 12 years old. And that burns into 11, 12-year-old mind. When you're 16, 17, 18, you see something like that, it's a different story. But when you see a man getting stomped out in front of you that you looked up to, and the other kids that you looked up to are telling you why that happened, that's going to burn heavy in your mind at 11, 12 years old. So there's rules and regulations that I will always stand on and things that I will always respect and morals. So I don't need nobody questioning my shit. And at number 5, I should say, because I've been speaking on a lot of subjects. God is leading everything that we're doing. And I'm going to leave it at that. It's as powerful as that. God is leading everything exactly where it's at. So shout out to our brother Chito Rana.
Powerful interview, man.
Very
powerful. Shout out to him for being open.
And I'm very proud of you for the way that you handled it. Going into it, you obviously are not psychic. You don't know what people are going to conversate about. You know, we thought it was going to be more about, you know, being in the music industry and, you know, the way all that evolved. But obviously he took it into a totally different direction. And I mean, who's to tell another human being, don't talk about that? You know, obviously he was speaking from his heart. He was being transparent and he was being genuine. And sometimes people just need to vent and maybe he didn't have anybody to talk to. Maybe he's been having all this built up for so long and it's just, you know, grown as whether it's anger or resentment, or for me seeing it, it was pain. So much pain that he was going through. And for him to feel comfortable enough to want to speak to you about it, and you never know who that's going to help. Someone out there's going to watch that and say, you know what? I'm going to learn off of this man's mistakes. His journey was not easy. Look at how much pain he's in. Look at what he's going through. I don't want to go through that. And there's a lot of youth out there that are lost. And they look at the streets and they think that it's a way of life. And sometimes they're so deep into the streets that they don't know a way out. But I'm here to tell you guys, when I seen the podcast, I was like, wow, you know, this man needs Jesus. He needs to just go to Jesus. He needs to give it all to him. He needs to accept Jesus in his life, accept Jesus in his heart. And the Lord will take care of all of that.
For sure. That's true.
He's gonna have his empire in heaven waiting for him. Whether, you know, whichever way he takes it, but as long as he turns all that pain and all that struggle over to Jesus and just accepts him in his life, that's going to be so powerful. I mean, he will feel so much relief from that. And at the end of the day, God's in control. So I'm just proud of you for just letting him vent, just letting him just speak his mind and letting him get it off his chest. And I could see at the end of the video that he felt relieved. He felt better, you know. You could see kind of like a sigh, like, okay, I talked about it.
Wow.
Hopefully people understand where I'm coming from. They can see my side of what I'm going through, you know.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And you know what? I seen some people today say, "Oh yeah, criminals getting that to get views." Man, we've been getting views.
Yeah.
Views don't turn me on. I've been getting views. You got to remember, I've been doing this shit before views were even a thing. I was getting radio spins, baby.
Exactly.
I was getting played all over this world, all over this planet, my music. I ain't one of these thirsty for views people.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to cap. We all do it because we want to be successful, right? But that wasn't something I kept up because of views or success. I kept that up because it was a brother in the game venting. It was a powerful story. A blind person could see that the pain transmitted into something and was a therapeutic session.
It was.
It showed the level of comfort within the community of another peer that we don't even know each other like that.
Yeah.
And could still support each other and have love. So I think it was on another level of being able to show many different things, right?
Absolutely.
And he's from a camp that necessarily, or runs with the crew, I should say necessarily, that we don't really do music together. Not that there's beef or anything, but, you know, every camp sticks to each other. So my whole point is this. We both came out of our comfort zones. We showed each other respect. I was there for the homie. He learned a little bit. He got a little bit of love and understanding of what he's going through to the world. And I feel like the job was done right, man. And for anybody that says some goofy shit like that, I'm going to say this. If I really wanted views, I would have attacked that interview.
Yeah.
I would have been a snake. I would have been like, tell me about this. Tell me about that. I stayed away from all the negativity. I stayed away from the moments that he was vulnerable. I didn't pick at that shit.
Yeah.
I actually just steered away from it or said, damn, that's heavy.
Yeah.
So for anybody saying some bullshit like that, trust me. I think you guys would have been in the seat. If you guys, I don't think nobody that has opinion could have handled that interview better than me.
Not at all.
So I'm not trying to say that cocky, but I'm just saying, like, the fools that so very well spoken that are speaking on me, that can't even sound like they barely even know English. And don't speak on my shit, but big dog, like, stick to your shit, you know? And I mean that respectfully.
I'm very proud of you, and it was powerful. If people could just, you know, peel the layers back and see it for what it is, instead of like picking at it. You know, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that, or he shouldn't have done this, or he should have, like, no, just see it for what it is. And like, this was a man in pain, and he was just trying to vent, and he spoke on what he wanted to speak on, and at the end of the day, he needs prayer.
A lot of it too.
Prayer and support, and no negativity at all. That's only going to make things worse.
And you know what's beautiful? Is he knew it. He said, you know what? Tell those people I don't need their shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't need their fake love, right?
He knew.
But I am proud to say that the people that tapped in on our channel, there's a lot of true love on there. Because I was reading some of the comments. There's no way. I'm too busy to read 1.1 thousand comments in 2 days, right? But just browsing through it, I'm like, damn, people are so engaged. It's like paragraph comments, not like one comment, one sentence. People are so invested emotionally. And I think that we're doing the right thing.
I think so many people can relate to his story, whether it's somebody in their family, somebody that they can relate, whether it's a husband, a brother, a son, you know, somebody that they've seen go down the same path, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that for their loved ones.
Nobody wants that for their loved ones. No one wants that for their people, for their sons, their cousins, their brothers, whatever the fuck.
And prayer is extremely powerful. So for, you know, all of our fans out there, you know, obviously he said he didn't want prayer, but if it's in your heart, you know, just say a prayer for him, and he needs it.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree to all that. And depression is real. Mental health is real. And I'm going to say that the homie was definitely going through some shit.
Yeah.
He was talking about he can't sleep. He was talking about he didn't trust nobody, how it was like just a lot of struggles, man. And I feel like that's a lot of weight to carry in your brain.
Especially for men. Women, I feel like we go through it a lot more. It's just common for us, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like for us, like we reach out, we have our mom, we have our sister, we have friends, we have church, like I feel like we're more comfortable speaking about it. But I feel like with men have to like have their guard up, or because they're men, they're like, I'm a man, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to look weak. I don't want to make my brother feel like I'm not strong. But for him to let his guard down like that, men need to know that it's okay. This is okay. Like, talk about it. Whatever you're going through, reach out to your brother, reach out to a friend, reach out to your homie, go to a church, talk to a pastor, talk to a counselor. You need to vent.
And that's what my homie Villain called me today. And when I was working out, and we were working out, and he's like, look, homie, I want to tell you that's your best podcast. He's like, you had to dig deep because you didn't know what was coming at you.
Yeah.
And the fact that you didn't exploit it, he was like, I'm so proud of you, homie. He's like, I know you as a homie. I know you as a person. So I know your heart. He's like, I think the average person would have just, out of just chisme or just out of just curiosity, you start asking shit,
Yeah.
And I didn't dig. And then he was like, the fact that you even told him at the end, like, let's, usually I'd ask a bunch of questions, but I don't even feel right. I'm just going to be there and chop it up with you.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I'm proud of you. And I'm going to be real. He said this. He's like, this culture, he's like, you're making it okay to let go of the machismo that we have in our culture.
Exactly.
Because as Latinos, we have that shit so heavy.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to show love. We're not supposed to let our guard down. And then most of us come from backgrounds of being incarcerated or being state raised or institutionalized or whatever the case may be, and then that shit is intensified.
Yeah,
because you're around a bunch of leaders and men that are strong and people that so at the end of the day,
have your guard up.
You got 10 times more machismo, and then you come from that. You come from that lifestyle, and then you come from your tios teaching you and slap boxing with the homies. And hey, fool, don't let that fool get you. And you might want to cry as 11, 12 years old going and slap boxing with a 17-year-old. And you're like, fuck that, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna slap this fool 10 times harder. So you just learn, it's inbred in us. I remember all these moments. And I'm speaking on experience. So it's sad that it could elevate to that level, but we gotta show, and that's why I'm keeping it up, because I gotta show the next generation the difference. You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay to be macho. It's okay to be tough. It's okay to be a fighter and be a warrior. But there's a time and a place for everything. Be a fighter, be a warrior for your family. Be a protector. But when you see somebody in pain like that, embrace them.
Straight up.
Show them love. Be humble. Let them speak. Let them vent. If they need to cry, it's okay to cry.
It is.
And I think men just need to understand that. It's okay. Everybody has issues. Everybody goes through mental illness or depression or anxiety, or just the stress of the world alone can put you in a place like that.
That's true.
So
it's true. Yeah, man, it's a sad thing, and I give props to every single person that sat in that chair on our podcast so far, because everybody's been very vulnerable, from King Little G to coming down and saying, you know what, I'm going to share my platform with other artists. To Brian T. City to saying he got baptized.
That was beautiful.
And revealing that he met the Lord, and he's been working in his life and his struggles and his testimony, to Noel G, to talking about the things he's been through. I feel like every single person that sat in the seat has shown that they could let down their guard a little bit. Has shown that they don't have to be have that machismo, But I would say Chito Rana showed that shit to the maximum. There's nobody that's ever been that vulnerable, and I would say that has to come from a real motherfucker, because real people are okay with putting down their guard because they know that they're strong enough to put it right back up and strike if it's necessary. And they're okay with taking a blow if it has to be, because you could give 10 back. So it takes a certain type of person to be a leader. It takes a certain type of person to let their ego down and apologize to another man. It takes another type of person to let their guard down and speak of their feelings to another man. It's a lot, man. So I give salute to every single man that's been in that chair, because we've been making monumental moves with this podcast. And that was never our intention. We just wanted to showcase what we're doing here, because I feel like the movement's beautiful.
It is.
And we're really doing some dope stuff here. So the fact that we're able to touch the community in these lights, I'm proud.
I'm very proud.
I've been noticing something. I've been sleeping a lot better.
Right?
Yeah, I've been sleeping a lot better, and I feel a lot lighter when I wake up, and I feel more happy in my days. I feel like I'm accomplishing something, so it feels good. I know that we're moving the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. You're giving people a platform to speak their mind and, be open and be vulnerable and talk about their struggles and talk about how they had to fight to be where they're at. And that's just more encouraging for, the audience that's out there listening. And that's what we're here for. And I think it's tremendously beautiful. I'm so proud.
I think you're tremendously beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I mean that. And you make me proud.
Aww.
Because you grind and you put in work and you care about what goes in your body. I get home, I'm trying to eat something fast. You take your time, you chop your vegetables beautifully, your fruits, you put everything on nice with your toppings and everything. You really care, man. You're very meticulously thought process. You have a lot of intuition, and I'm just proud to be next to you. I'm proud to call you my Bonnie, baby.
Thank you.
Straight up. Clyde is a very, very proud dude. Straight up. But yeah, man, catch us on tour this year, 2023. Shout out to everybody tapping into the podcast. It's been very, very amazing. And I am going to announce right now that we are finally on Spotify and Apple Music. So shout out to everybody right there. Yeah. We just got on.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, we're on right now.
How exciting.
If you go to Spotify, you type in the Bonnie and Clyde Show, bing, boom, bang, bizzle.
Wow.
And then you go to Apple Podcasts, Bonnie and Clyde Show. There we are.
I'm gonna tap in tomorrow while I'm on the treadmill.
Tap in, subscribe, hit that like, and we're gonna keep on bringing this because it's amazing, man. I like talking about what we talk about. We talk about life. We talk about realness. We talk about humbleness. We talk about family celebrations. We talk about just the realness. Yeah. And this rap game and this entertainment industry is it's 90% so fake.
Yeah.
And I've been in it so long and I've seen it. I've seen the actors and I've seen the rappers come, and when the camera comes in the room, they have to change their voice and put on their glasses, and that shit's all fake. I mean, I put on my glasses because I can get tired of these damn lights in my face,
Yeah, especially when the projector's on.
And when I used to do the shows back in the days, when all the people used to take because I've been in the game, I might date myself right now, but back in the days, the motherfuckers used to come with them real cameras.
Yeah,
it wasn't all
the
these
flash.
cell phones. I didn't get like, damn, you couldn't see shit, you know? So it became something. Plus the gloves and the glasses, it adds to the mystique of the crime time.
Yeah, true. But the gloves, especially, like, just shaking so many people's hands, and it's like after a while, I'm pretty sure it's like, ooh.
Man, I need gloves for my nose because fools be talking to me and their breath be on hum.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn.
That's why you need somebody there to be like, hey, a little bit too close. Can we have some space?
Yeah, little man, you need to go on the road with me. You know what happened last time somebody got too close. Hello. We're going to keep it positive.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to the show in Moreno Valley. We had a great time out there.
And there's so many more to come.
There's so many more to come. Jay from the Riv is going to come soon.
He scares me. It's kind of creepy.
I don't think my wife knows what I'm talking about.
What?
Like Jay from the Riv, the real Jay from the Riv.
Who's that? I thought you were talking about the mannequin behind me.
No. Hey, shout out to the homie Jay from the Rib. He's a real influencer. No.
Oh my God.
We've been fucking around right here behind the scenes, and I've been calling the mannequin Jay from the Rib because when I take his hat off, he kind of resembles him. Like, I'm not even clowning. Like, he just kind of does look like him. So I've been telling Critical after I built him and I've been putting the clothes on. I'm like, hey, dog, your girl's dad's from San Bernardino. And Critical just started laughing. And we're just doing that out of love, but the homie's going to pull up. And when he pulls up, I'm going to have him stand next to it. And we're going to have them take a picture next to each other because that homie right there looks like Jay from the Rib, our mannequin.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I had no clue. I was talking about the mannequin.
Shout out Crimey. That's our new
that's
new
what
dude.
I was used to.
Crimey.
Yeah, that's Crimey right there. Shout out Crimey. We're adding him to the show.
Have you introduced him yet?
I haven't. This is the first time.
Official.
So his name is Crimey, and you guys could check him out.
As you can see, guys, he's rocking the latest merch.
Yeah, he's wearing the hustle over being broke like me. Hustle over being broke gear right here. As you can see, he's rocking that royal blue. That's not even on the website yet. The Crime Family pants, the Crime Family bandana, and the Crime Family hat, and a baller collar from Mr. Criminal. That's how we do it.
We need to put some Crime Family socks on him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's standing over here barefoot, guys.
he said, look.
Man, your fat ass, boy.
I gotta put a backpack on him too.
Yeah, we got to put a crime family backpack on him.
Yes.
They got a bigger chain than me, bro.
I know. I need to borrow that one.
Right,
It's pretty
man.
dope.
He's got the border collar. That's available now at www.bordercolors.com. Presented by Mr. Criminal. Get your exotic bulldogs and French bulldogs. The border collar. Taiwan.
Oh wow.
Critical turn into the Frenchie.
Wow.
Hey, I want to ask you guys though, what's cracking for the weekend? What we got popping? What is it? Memorial Day weekend? What you got planned?
Yes.
Well, we're going to the beach.
Yes.
We're going to the West.
But first, I have. I'm still celebrating Mother's Day.
Oh, we're still celebrating Mother's Day until the end of the year, until the next one.
So my cousin is hosting a Mother's Day brunch.
Oh shit!
I guess she couldn't do it, during Mother's Day weekend. Obviously, everybody's with their mommies and stuff. But she's she's getting all the girls together and all the mommies, and I think it's beautiful. I mean, why not? We all deserve to be celebrated, and even if it's not Mother's Day, it's just a brunch to get all the girls together and just spend time together and hang out and vibe. And I'm looking forward to that. So we have that going on, and then Sunday, I'm not too sure what we have going on. But I know that we're all going to be together as a family, so I'm looking forward to it.
How'd you like the fair?
The fair! Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
We had a great time.
We were like two little kids running all over the place and
laughing.
Yes, and trying all the fun
buying
foods.
all kinds of shit.
Yes.
I was buying everything I saw that because when I was a kid, I was broke as fuck. And I used to go to those places and be like, I wish I could have this, I wish I could have that. And my mom's like, remember when you were a kid, you used to ask me for everything? We couldn't get everything, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
of
saying?
course.
So now I could get anything I want. So I'm running around that motherfucker buying stupid shit. But
You were like a little boy, just
it
like
was fun.
Yeah, we were like two little kids. It was so much fun, and you also had a meet and greet there,
yeah, we had a little mini meet and greet. We have a mini meet and greet. It feels like everywhere we go now.
right?
Yeah.
But the fair, it was really it was beautiful
Poppin'.
to see like people of all ages come up to you and ask for a picture, and I don't know, it was just so beautiful to see it. I love it.
From the kids to the OGs to the youngsters in the streets, they all come up and they show a lot of love to Crime Time. And I got a lot of love for you guys back, man. I'll never, ever turn down a picture.
Yeah.
I'll never, ever say West up to my people. I will never, ever smile, never not smile and show some love because you guys are the ones that make this happen. So anytime you see me, I don't care if I got some nachos in my face.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I just got off a ride and I'm about to throw up.
Oh.
I don't care what's cracking. I'm going to say what's up. I'm going to throw up the West with you.
Well, it was like when we first walked in and they asked us for our tickets, the security that was checking my bag, he was like, hey, man, congratulations, nice to meet you, and on the podcast, and we've been watching you, and
That's
that.
hard.
It was so cool.
As soon as we got out the car.
I was like, dang, that's
Yeah, it's
so
been
tight.
nonstop. And then we walk through there, and it's just love. I love being able to be among my people.
Yeah.
I love the type of level of success that we hit because people say it's celebrity, people say it's famous. Whatever you call it, I don't care. I just like that I'm a homie that people love, and it ain't to the point where I can't be around my people.
Yeah.
I can still walk around. I can still chop it up. I get recognized nonstop. It doesn't bother me. I'm cool. I'm with it. I'm like, what's up? What's cracking?
Yeah.
Little kids smiling. It's like I'm just the homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Remember when we were pulling up to the grocery store?
Yeah.
And you thought a car was following us, but they were fans.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They literally stopped their car right behind us as we parked, and you're like,
Yeah.
what are these people doing? And they hop out. They're like, criminal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it happens everywhere, and no matter how long you've been in the industry and how long you've been, it never gets old.
Nah.
It's always so exciting. Even when we're in the for me, it's exciting. I know for you, sometimes you're probably like, oh man, I'm just trying to shop or do whatever you're doing. But I'm always just so happy and so proud because you've put in so much work and so many years, and just the love and passion you put into your music and the videos, and just, I don't know, just everything that you do, and to see how much people love and appreciate it. Just all the love and supports. It's
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's amazing.
You know what? It's always a celebration when I see my people because they said I wasn't supposed to be this shit.
Exactly.
They told me I wasn't supposed to be here.
Exactly.
So when I see my people, I enjoy it. I embrace it. I smile because it's like another reminder, like, man, you did it.
Yeah.
It's like another pat on the back, like, your music's dope.
Yes.
We love you out here. So it is what it
And
is.
it's motivation to keep going.
And they're always smiling.
Always.
Like ear to
Always.
ear.
Always.
Like
Always.
no matter what. It's never
Yeah.
like they come apart like, hey, what's up, homie? I recognize you.
No.
Nah, they're like ear to ear smiles, genuinely
Yeah.
happy.
Excited.
And it always feels like I take a little bit of their happiness with me for the rest of the day.
For sure.
Yeah, and they always say like, "You're cool as hell, dog," and I'm like,
Yeah, I think people don't expect that.
Yeah.
They're just so excited to see you, but then when they see your energy and how friendly you are and how much joy you get from interacting with them, they're like, "Oh my God, he was dope." You know, like he's so humble. Like he's such a cool dude.
It's dope.
Yeah.
And we bought a dope ass piece of art. That was dope. The Scrooge.
Yeah, as soon as you seen it, you liked it, and I was like, we have to have that for the studio. I love it.
That's in our office now.
Yeah.
Overlooking our merchandise operation.
Yep.
With
That's
his two
right.
big old bags. And we're going to take a different approach. He got a gang of bags next to him. And usually Scrooge just wants to hold on to everything. But in my brain, it's like, there's a bag for everybody right there.
Amen.
And,
there you
and Scrooge
go.
is right there just making sure everybody got one.
Yep.
That's my mentality, you know what I'm saying?
I love
There's enough
that.
bags for everybody, and they're piled up.
Yep.
As long as we keep on working hard
Yep.
and chasing this dream.
There you go.
God is good, man. So shout out to everybody out there, man. What else is on the calendar or on the agenda? We got the King Little G show this weekend in Las Vegas.
Yes.
That's gonna be at the Mandalay Bay, the House of Blues. And the last time we were there was seeing Santana.
That was so much fun. I'm so excited to see you there. Oh my goodness.
I took you there
can't
front
wait.
row. We were chilling right there,
Yeah.
having some drinks like
amazing.
bosses.
He's amazing. I
Hell
wonder
yeah.
if he's gonna be there again. We can maybe.
Check them out.
Yeah.
But now we're returning,
I know.
and we're gonna
being
be on stage. Special guest.
Yeah.
Shout out to King Little G for putting me special guest on the show. I know we've been supposed to be making these classic moves for years, but it's never too late for people to come together.
Never too
Two
late.
different kings from two different empires
Yep.
coming together. I think it's gonna be monumental.
It is.
And we're gonna have some special merch out there too.
And in Vegas, and that's gonna be our very first kickoff to the
To the
tour.
tour, yeah.
And it's crazy because that is the day after Fabian graduates.
Straight up. So it's
That's
gonna be
crazy.
non-stop celebrations.
I know.
And we'll be on planes most of summer.
Yeah.
We'll be rocking crowds most of the summer.
Yeah.
And we'll be in a city, in a state near you. So all the promoters, DM, tap in if you want to add us to your tour. The dates are filling up.
Let us know.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. We got a lot of new music coming out soon. We got God Got Me. We got Impala music. We got Big Tim's finishing up a new album. We got the whole camp is moving. Crazy Boys finishing up 333 right now, Flight 333. And we just got nothing but music coming, man. It's going to be amazing. As you heard, Mr. Silent is going to be coming with his new album. We got the new 213 Soldiers track we're about to do. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's
He's
gonna be,
so excited for that.
He's pumped. That fool ain't ready. We used to deal with a dude that said that on the road all the time. You ain't ready. And we used to laugh at
I
that
like
fool.
that.
And we would tell him right in his face, and he wouldn't even catch on. And we'd just laugh and laugh.
He didn't even realize he was saying it like that.
He
huh?
wouldn't even. To this day, if I bet you, if I talk to that fool, he'd be like, "You ain't ready." Like that fool never understood how to say "ready" right.
So we'll be on tour, and then part of the tour is also Japan.
We have Japan. We will be in
Yay.
Tokyo.
Shout out to
Hey.
Mr. K.
I will show you something. So remember, he goes, "Hey, criminal." And he called me. He goes, "Come. We just got a $4.3 million estate or property on Okinawa.
Uh-huh.
Look at this shit. I'm gonna show you this, and I'm gonna put this on the camera.
Wow.
This is where we're gonna go. My homie owns a marina out there, right? Like literally owns a marina, right?
That's where you were last time, yeah?
Yeah, but this time he's on. So that was in Tokyo. This time we're going to Okinawa.
Wow.
Homie K, look at this. Look
I'm
how.
so excited.
So this was his birthday the other day.
Oh, really?
Look at how they.
Happy birthday, Mr. K. Oh, my God.
Look at how they clicked up. Look at how they rolled out.
Wow.
75 Sea-Doos, homie,
Oh,
out of their personal marina.
man, how fun.
Are you serious, homie? Let me show the camera.
Wow.
Let me show the camera. This is how my boy Mr. K does it.
That
Look.
looks like a blast. Wow.
Yeah, my boy is no joke. So
And they
we'll be
got
out there
drone
chilling.
shots.
Oh yeah, that fool don't play. So look, let's show this to the camera. Could
It's
we get this to the
awesome.
camera?
Pull up. There you go.
Could you see that? Or is it
No.
too blown out?
It's too blown out.
I'll
Insert it.
Yeah, I'll insert it on the live with the thing right here. Yeah, so there it is. As you can see, it's crazy. They got the 75 fucking Sea-Doos popping on. My homeboy just turned, I think, 52, 62.
Wow.
And his story is, it's a publicized story. He was from the Yakuza in Japan, and at one point of his life, he was young, and he was flying to Hawaii, and got stopped with some cocaine. Since Hawaii is American territory, they put him in federal custody. He got locked up for transportation internationally.
Wow.
He did 12 years in Lompoc prison. So he
A long
started
time.
he started being in there and learning that there is no Japanese in prison, and everybody knows that, you know, everybody rolls with someone.
Yeah.
So the homies embraced him. So that's why he calls himself Homie K, and now he's representing us in Japan,
That's
our culture
beautiful.
and our love, the lowrider lifestyle, the clothing. He has a shop out there. He brings shows out there. He's brought me out there. He's had documentaries and films in movie theaters.
Wow.
The last time I went out there, they had just dropped this comic book. He has a comic book. And then they dropped the actual book on his life. And then they literally had a premiere in Tokyo, I believe, one of those big cities, right before we left. And we were right there in the theater. And instead of taking the mic and just talking by himself, he called me and the homies down.
Oh.
As we're right there sitting
Sweet.
in front of the big screen, and everybody was asking questions, the Japanese media, and he's like, "These are my homies from California."
How beautiful.
And he's a real dude, man. Shout out to Mr. K, man. Much love.
Yes.
That's my brother for life, straight up. And shout out to Hide. Hide was just here not too long ago, and yeah, man, we plugged in for real.
Well, congratulations, Mr. K, on all your success and overcoming all of the obstacles that you faced.
Overcoming them all, because now
Yes.
let me highlight, he's a staple in the community. He is actually someone that helps rebuild programs for children. He gives back to the community. He helps people out with opportunity with employment.
Wow.
He employs many people with his brands. He's a real boss.
Beautiful.
And he's left that lifestyle behind, and he's all about respect, honor, and taking care of his family now.
Wow.
So it's a beautiful thing.
That
People
is
say that
beautiful.
you can't change your life.
You can.
You could change your
You have
life.
choices.
You have choices. Man.
Yes.
You could get out here and change it up. Just like I
Yes.
told the homie Chito. I said, what did I tell him? I said, with the right prayers, with believing in God, the right team
Yeah.
and plan,
Yeah.
you could overcome anything.
The change of his mindset. That alone is powerful.
Alone is powerful.
Yeah.
And it all starts with that. So
Yeah.
I think that God is working, man. God is working, definitely. We just had the homie Sebo in here. And Sebo told a hard-ass story of meeting Tupac and DJ Screw and
Wow.
legendary stories, man. And we got a new track that we banged out for the album, God Got Me.
That sounds so dope.
So for everybody that's been asking, I'm going to tell you right now. God Got Me is on the way. And it is a star-studded, very heavily featured album. I did not expect this to be it. We set out just to go ahead, speak on it, Chris.
Bro, when we started that album, we started that album as we were working on the album we released in February. Right? So,
Yes, sir.
So this was like the in between the R&B records or the slow jam records that we were doing, right? Yeah. Because we needed to get back to our stuff, right?
True.
And so we started this, and you said, "Hey, this is what I'm going to call it." And you gave me the reasons, and it was very powerful. And then as soon as that happened, people started jumping on the album without, not even
Unexpectedly.
unexpectedly. And now to where it's at now, come on, man.
It's crazy, right?
It's amazing.
I mean,
So-
you had features coming in back to back to back. I mean, like you said, it wasn't even planned that way. And I think it's turning out so beautiful. You guys, you will not regret this album.
No.
I can't wait for it. Like,
No.
I want to bump this in the gym because it's that powerful.
This album was directed by God.
Yes.
It was 100%.
Absolutely.
100%, bro.
And it's
Absolutely.
banging.
Yes.
Bro, he's like,
It
"You gonna put
is.
my name on it? Okay, let me show you what I can do."
No, that's powerful. That is powerful to say that because it does feel like that.
Right?
And we got star-studded album. I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous.
It's just been coming together so effortlessly, but so powerful.
Yeah, we got Mr. Shadow on it. We got Sebo, California legend, Tupac's favorite rapper. We got
Be Real.
Be Real. We got Remy Gonzalez. We got Lazy Bone. We got King Little G. We got Temps, Crazy Boy. We got Blue Rags, Chris Diamond, Young Gotti, the whole camp shining on there, YC Tokes. I had to bring them into the mix on the roll call.
Yeah, that was dope.
Shit, and not to mention that critical producer thing top to bottom. This motherfucker's about to go hard.
I know.
And we got Frankie J on it.
I was about to say that. I just don't know if you want to leave that one out the bag.
Yeah, Cumbia King's legend right there.
Wow.
Attached to Selena's legacy.
I love that one.
So we're
That
doing
one's
real
beautiful.
powerful things for the Latinos out here. We got
Yes.
singles. We got powerful tracks with people like Remy Gonzalez. That shit, he's so big in Mexico. Now we got other people out there trying to hit him up and do songs with him too. I mean, we're setting trends and leading the way out here. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? They say the biggest form of flattery is when people do the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing to see people following the move.
Yeah.
And following the path that we're trailblazing, and we're knocking that bitch down. It wasn't there before. I'm knocking that bitch down.
As you always have.
As we always have, and I'm very proud of that because this is what we're doing, man. I don't even think I've been seeing anybody cross the thing like that and doing tracks with the people of that type of caliber in Mexico ever. You know what I'm saying? Not from our genre. You know, and there's bigger things happening from that.
And I think what I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about this or not, but just the fact that you and him were supposed to collaborate years ago, and
Like 5 years ago.
yeah, and it just didn't happen because obviously he's busy with his stuff, the schedules, you know, and then obviously being so far from each other, and not only that, but it's God's timing.
Hell yeah.
I mean, look at how it just happened. It wasn't even planned. Like
None of
we
these
found,
records.
yeah, we
None
found,
of
but
them.
we
None of
found
them.
out he was in town because somebody reached out and said, hey, you know, can we have him on your podcast? You know, he's here, and you know, why not? And you guys didn't even, let alone the podcast, but then to have him on a track and you guys do it together, like that was never. It just happened.
Amazing.
Like the whole record has just been like that. The whole album. How many songs are on this album?
I think we cut about 30.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
That's
say.
crazy.
That's what I was about to
About
say,
30.
for sure.
But they're so solid that you can't even like.
Because I already had about 20 before we had one feature. And it was going to be hard for me to pick from those 20 because
exactly.
I was like, I'm going to strip this down to 15.
There's
Yeah,
no way
you
they
kept
were
saying that.
they were too
And
good.
then we knocked out like another 12 tracks with features. So now it's got to the point where, we're pretty much to like 30 tracks.
That's gonna be.
So I think I'm gonna split this album in two. I'm gonna call it God Got Me, and then right behind that I'm gonna drop Kill 'Em With Success, and that's what I'm gonna call him. That's what I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit it like that.
Wow.
I know. I think Boss Lady.
She needs to take over this shit.
Boss Lady
I'm
needs
gonna
her own.
sleep at the wheel. Sorry, baby. Nah.
It's the funny. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah, Kill 'Em With Success will be after that,
Wow.
and then we got Impala music in between.
Oh,
We got
I can't
Silence
wait for
album
that.
coming. We got
Now,
Young Gotti.
There's so much. But
amazing.
Impala music is gonna be amazing when it's lowrider season.
Wow, bro.
Spring, summer.
Amazing, right?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
we are so focused on what we're doing, bro. I forgot the amazing music we did for Impala music.
I know.
Are you
That shit
serious
was
right
hard.
now?
That shit was hard, right?
I know.
We got some
Whoa.
dope shit.
We
We
need to
got some really cool shit.
We
coming.
need to wrap these up already and just like, here you go, because
Yeah.
they're just classics. They're instant classics.
Camilo got like 4 albums in the
I
vault.
know.
We do.
Come
We
on,
do.
Scrooge McDuck not letting out no music.
Hey, we got some bangers, man, and
Yes,
we even got those tracks we did with Jay. That's a whole nother album.
Wow.
So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. God is good, and I feel like making music is like it's like Jordan or Kobe or any basketball player that practices for years. I'm not trying to say like being that good, but just the fact that like you could do it in your sleep.
Yeah.
You know damn well Jordan could hit a free throw with his eyes
Yeah,
closed.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. You do it for so long, you know what I'm saying? You feel it so much love for it.
And you have so much fun doing it that if you're gone from it for a little while, for a couple days, whether you're busy doing podcasts or traveling or whatever the situation is, you're like, I got to get on the mic. Or you
yeah.
just start rapping, just like
It's like fiending.
You're just like walking around the house rapping, and I'm like, okay, it's time to get you on the mic. Let's go.
So what? Let's put me on blast and fuck it. I want to know if the world could see something that they don't see, because you always say, "Oh my God, only if your fans could see this, right?" Without embarrassing me,
I know.
please,
I
please.
was already thinking of something.
Shut up. What would you tell the world, man? Put me on blast.
Oh my gosh.
I'm down.
I don't know.
I'm not scared.
Okay, we'll just say, for example, Crit could chime in on this one. What bangs do to him?
What do banks do to me?
They put you in turbo.
Yeah.
Like they have you running around the studio like crazy. Like
Okay.
you're setting up the lights and the cameras, and I'm like just looking because I'm like, if I try to step in and help, I might get trampled over because you're just like a Tasmanian devil, just like running circles around all of us. Or even like when you're on the mic and you obviously freestyle everything that you do, but it's just like boom, 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 boom. Like your mind is like a machine. And just sitting on the couch and watching you, I'm like mind blown. Like, does he even realize what he's doing right now? Like, we film you sometimes, yeah, but I don't think, like, for you it's normal. But for us, we just look at you like in awe. Like, wow, this is how he really works. Like, if only the world could see that.
These fools were laughing at me the other day.
Who?
Critical and SIBO.
For real?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on over
Stop
See,
it.
guys,
here? No, for real.
I'm here all the time, guys, with the team, right? But that day I couldn't come because I was beat from filling orders the day before. So I wasn't able to have that experience that night. So tell me what happened.
I don't know. They just kept giggling and
So,
shit.
Criminal was on the mic, right?
Yeah.
You know, the way he does his, the way he
Freestyle?
freestyles
Yeah,
everything,
yeah, yeah.
right? Works really fast. And SIBO was very impressed.
Wow.
And so we kept talking back and forth, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, this is what he does. This is how he does
This
all
is
his
normal.
everything. So this is normal."
Yeah.
And he was like really surprised, but very. He was giving him his flowers too. He called him a young SIBO.
Oh.
So I started laughing because I was like, he didn't hear that, but I know.
Oh, really?
I know he's, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
And so we started laughing and enjoying the process of him being locked in, but we kept laughing like this is dope.
And you and I do that sometimes
yeah,
too.
and then Criminal looks around like, hey, what are you guys laughing at?
Exactly.
fucking clowning, huh?
Exactly.
You guys didn't like my last line?
You guys
What's
are
going on?
feeling this shit, huh? I felt like I said something funny or I said something wrong or something.
It's just us like in awe and tripping out on like the way your brain works and how fast you process things and how fast you deliver it. And like if you deliver it and you don't like it, how fast you correct it. And then you're just like, boom, there it is.
You know what's crazy? Is everybody thinks I'm on fucking dope or something. It's the motherfucking bang.
It's the bang, bro.
Nah, because
We call
I see
them
the
meth
comments
bangs,
all
or
the
what do
time.
we
They're
call
like,
them?
damn, this was on one. This was on one.
No, you guys,
Nah.
honestly, he's such a hardworking individual.
Yeah.
Not only is he hardworking, but he likes to do everything himself. So like no matter how much we try to help, it's like he's just so like fast with what he wants. He knows what he wants and he will do it himself. He won't even ask for help. We'll try to, but he'll be like, no, I got it. So he's so hands-on with everything. Like I told you guys before, like if you guys could just see how hard he works with even, you know, the podcast, like music videos, reels, Instagram, YouTube. He does everything. He doesn't have a manager or an assistant that you know helps out with any of these things. He is hands-on with everything, and he works until he literally like crawls into bed. And sometimes I have to tell him like, babe, it's already, you know, this time, whatever, I'm gonna hit the gym in the morning. Are we going, or am I going on my own, or like what's going on, because it's getting late. And I mean, we've been going all day. We've been going, you know, since whatever time in the morning, and we went to bed at this time. I mean, there's no end to it, and I'm proud
The
of you.
hustle never stops.
It doesn't. I'm
And I'm
very
proud of
proud of
you.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a good feeling. It's very rewarding to see, you know. I mean, look.
I don't mean no disrespect to nobody, but when I was like in my 20s,
Mm-hmm.
I remember I had everything the same. We had the Escalade, the boats, the quads in the back, the RV, everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, man, I could do whatever the fuck I want. I could take off for a week in my RV, and we
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, we would.
I could do this, I could do that, I could do that. We had so much, still to this day, right? We have so much freedom
Yes.
from putting in so much work and so
Yes.
many late nights.
Yes.
So my homies would look at me like, damn, dog, don't you want to live a little? Don't you want to sleep? Because they'll trip out on me, dog. Like, damn, you still up 6 a.m. for
Yeah.
recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could take a week off. And I'm going to take a week off with my family with no questions. I ain't got to ask nobody.
Yeah.
And I'm going to jump in my RV that I paid for from doing shows. And I'm going to go explore life. So people don't see that you reap what you sow. They might see it from the outside looking in like, nah, I ain't going to work like that. But then they ain't going to play like that either.
Exactly.
And then the homies, I remember very clearly, my homies, Nino, Shy Boy, Ruben, rest in peace. A lot of my homies were really, really getting into, we were adults and we finally had the money to buy the games we never had and shit, right? So you remember, we used to play like when Xbox first came out, and then we'd be playing like remotely. And I remember they'd be starting to get really good and killing it. And I kept focusing on doing that. And they'd be so into it, right? And I'm like, damn. And I used to tell them, like, I'll be back in like a couple days. I'm gonna do some shit. I'm gonna finish up this album, and I'll come back and they'll be like, "Damn, dog, like you're always working, homie." And I'm like, "You fools are always playing games."
Yeah.
So I remember bumping heads with him a couple times. We're talking shit to each other. I'm like, I remember getting real with him one time. I remember telling my homie, like, "Yeah, fool, you work on your points on that game, and I'm gonna work on my points in life, and we're gonna see where we end up at."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, no disrespect to nobody, but I was so focused on putting in that work to achieve higher accolades in life than just on the screen.
Yeah.
And now I look at some of those homies and they ain't got shit. And I mean no disrespect, but they don't. And I'm able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And now if I want to play video games for a whole year straight, I could do that.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Because we have a mission and it feels more satisfactory to complete these missions.
It does.
And when you have a purpose, then you know what you got to do. And it's not to sit around and waste time on a fucking video game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to look at the bigger picture. And I mean, we have the love and the passion for everything that we do.
Yes, we do.
And if we're not at it, you know, we're kind of like, okay, like when are we getting to the office? And like, we're addicted to the hustle. Let's just say that.
Straight up.
We really are. And we love it. And time is money. And whatever we're going to put our time into, it's got to be for a purpose.
Straight up.
We ain't here to waste no time.
Straight up. Time is money, and that's why I got the motherfucking big face rolling on my wrist.
Oh, and since you mentioned that, I think there was a clip that you showed me of Bozo.
Yes.
He was talking about how when he first met you.
Yes, I remember
How
that.
he went to our house, he went to the studio, and how he was so taken back by your hustle.
Yes.
But not only that, you were still a homie doing it. And the way you conducted yourself, and you were a family man.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, wow, this guy's he's really doing it. He's different. He's a hustler. He's a homie. He's a family man. And he's balancing it all. And he's so successful. And to me, it sounded like he was in awe and found such admiration for what you were doing, because he was like, he has the Escalade. He has the RV, he's got the quads, he's got the house, he's got the studio, he has, you know, just everything that you were doing. And I think that there needs to be more homies to look up to like that, you know, like our own people. Like, you know, you can do it. You can. You
can. And I think we were the first ones. I know for a fact that was refreshing to the community, because there were so many artists and so many rappers out there. Tell them 5 more minutes if you don't mind. So many artists and so many rappers that they would get the fame and they would get the embracement of the community, but they wouldn't look back at their homies and put them on. And one thing I did do is, you could attest to it. I got the keys to my Escalade. I tossed it to my homie Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
This is you, homie. It's not your truck. This is my shit.
Yeah.
Fresh off the lot, but you drive it whenever you want. Just whatever you need.
Yeah.
The homie's like, I'm going to go check out. I'm going to take a girl on a date, dog.
Yeah.
Take the Escalade, homie. Go take her, you know?
Yeah.
And we had that type of relationship, and the homie would get paid for driving me. And, you know, everybody had a position. My homies would come out the hood and come with me. And I was always proud that I was the youngest in my camp. And I had some of the most leadership qualities. I had all my homies from my hood with me getting money.
Yeah.
And instead of them in the neighborhood doing bad things that could put them in jail, I was sending them home with money to feed their families.
Yep. Amen.
And I'm very proud of that. And my homies still love me to this day because of it.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a jam and somebody starts talking shit or starts trying to put me in the mix, I don't deal with that no more, because I'm past that. But there was a moment where people still expected me to raise my hand. People expected me, when there was neighborhood wars, to still be in there. Just because I was rapping, they're like, nah, homie. And there's so many of my homies that raised their hand for me and said, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm in front of this fool.
Oh, yeah.
This fool's doing good. He's feeding the family. He's putting our neighborhood on the map. So my homies would literally stand in front of anything coming my way to protect that.
They were
And I still
thankful
love
and
them for that.
appreciative. Yeah,
I
and
still
they'll
love
never
them for that.
forget that. And I'm just so proud of you. And I think that a lot of our people, too, need to, if they see somebody doing it, whether it's somebody in their family, whether they're in college, whether they're, you know, hustling 3 different jobs, taking care of their family, give them props.
Straight up.
Don't hate, you know, give them props, congratulate them, tell them they're doing a good job. It's motivating. We need to uplift one another.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys' love, and I appreciate you guys believing in me. And this has been a beautiful episode.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number
We're here.
3.
Hey, make sure you give His Babygirl a follow on Instagram. She's just about to hit 5,000, and I believe that we're about to keep this up cracking more because she's barely even on it. We're not pushing it like when we had a little bit more time a few months back, but we will get back on it, and we have a social media team that we will be putting in work with, and his name is Mr. Criminal. So he's gonna go off on that. And shout out to everybody out there subscribing. Is there anything you want to say before we get up out of here, baby?
No, just thank you guys for continuing the support and watching us, and just give me a follow if you want. And we're gonna be on tour, so be on the lookout.
Make sure to check us out in episode number 4. And we had some comments. There's been some people that commented on the last video. So Dream Come True will be it.
Yay!
Dream Come True will be it. But a lot of people did say that they like Magic. That one surprised me. We had a lot of people say feels like Magic.
Oh,
yeah, feels like Magic. It seems like to be one of the people's favorites.
That's awesome.
I would say maybe we should put that one first since the other one's my favorite.
Let's do it.
Let's put the fans' favorite first.
Yeah, let's do it. If that's what they want.
She's always on my mind. Like everywhere I go, she keeps me hypnotized. She feels like magic.
Yay!
Yeah, she's magical.
Aww.
I love you, baby.
I love you.
Shout out to everybody supporting another episode. Critical, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, man. Pops is celebrating his birthday this weekend.
Yeah!
Hey, happy birthday!
So happy birthday, Pops!
Happy birthday, Pops!
Hey, I got to take Pops on another ride in the 6 Deuce.
Let's do it.
Yay,
He loved that,
there
bro.
He
we
loved
go,
that,
there we
huh?
go.
We took him out. We went club hopping, all that. Pops, I'm sorry if I get you in trouble, dog, but we had to do it, homie. We went in front of Deuce, hit the switch on him, and dipped out.
We gotta
Just
get
like
him a
that.
bottle too.
He told me, "Hey, Crunch, I can't be here." I said, "Spencer, homie, let me hit this U-turn and mop out of here." Nah, shout out to Pops, man. He's nuts. Much love to everybody out there in Corona too, man. That's how we do it. That's all family. That's all love, and that's how we do it, man. Much love to Pops. Hey,
Happy birthday.
another episode, Bonnie and Clyde Show.
Yay, we did it.
Tap in, Spotify, Apple, and this is how we do it. Dear Father God, we come to you another night and thank you for another episode, successful Bonnie and Clyde Show, episode number 3. Shout out to everybody all over the world. Shout out to His Babygirl, Critical, our whole team, Crime Family Entertainment. And we want to just thank you for continuing to open these doors, continuing to lead us on the path that you wish us to be on. And we're going to keep on being your soldiers. In Father God's name, amen.
Amen.
And
That's how we do it.
congratulations, Fabian.
Yeah, Fabian, one time. And that's how we do it. Bonnie and Clyde, baby. We'll come to a city near you. Much love.